Good day, everybody. It's Trent Klarenbach with Klarenbach Research. Today is June the 20th, 2025. And my buddy there, the old beaver dam blower upper, he called me today and is asking me about spring wheat and what he should do. And I don't know what he should do, but I gave him some ideas to consider. And the first chart we'll look at here is the Minneapolis Spring Wheat chart. It is the continuous chart, and it is using September as the contract month price. I'm going to zoom this out a little bit here. And what I did, you see these different lines on here. You'll see a purple 200-day moving average, the 50-day moving average. There, the 50 days crossing over a rising 200-day moving average, which this is how trends start, right? When those two moving averages work in sync like that. We're quite extended from that moving average right now, those moving averages right now with the price. But more importantly, take a look at this. I drew a Fibonacci retracement from the high back here in, what was that? That's May 24th, 2024 to the low down in August 23rd, 2024. And take a look at where we are finding some resistance. That's at the 50% retracement, okay? So the 50% retracement is one of the more important Fibonacci retracement levels. And what can often happen here is you find a rejection from that and you get a pullback. And I would say we're finding rejection from it here today, this week. And it rose up to that level, the 50% retracement up to 665 and then sold off throughout the day. So right now, it's at a very interesting level for me to replace sales or priced grain with paper. I would want it to get above. I'd like to get a closing day above 665, or I'd wait for a pullback maybe down to 640, somewhere in there. But I started to look for an idea for an entry around 640 if it pulls back. Right now, the price is closed right. Today's price closed right on the Seattle line. This is the anchored volume weighted average price from, way back in 2023, the high of July 2023. So, that seems to be acting as some sort of support here today. We'll see if that continues on next week. Being a Friday, and it's probably end of the day anyways, I don't like entering trades on a Friday. I don't think I'd be putting in any stops either, but this might be a good opportunity to make some sales on the cash side if we get that pullback. And again, any sales I would want to replace above 665 or a pullback. I start to look for opportunities around 641. This is our Klarenbach Price Index for Saskatchewan. This is the cash price of hard red spring wheat. And again, we're approaching this other fib level at that 870 level. That could obviously act as some sort of resistance, as that previous chart did on the futures contract. And maybe it's time to take some profits off the table with the plan to replace it with sales, replace those sales with paper above 665 or in a pullback. And pullback, I would start to look for an opportunity around that 640, 641 level. My name is Trent Klarenbach, sunny in Saskatoon. Life's good.